It's like The Office and other shows. They have cold opens. It's like a scene that's not related to the episode at all, and then it cuts to the intro.
Okay.
All right, my name is Aldo, and I like cats.
Good enough. It's Wednesday. We have Aldo here.
What's up, guys?
Aldo, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Aldo. So I've been the foreign kid in the friend group for like 10 years now. And,
Yeah, I don't know what I am. I'm not the foreign kid.
No, he's the integrated foreign kid. I'm like straight foreign. Like,
what does that even mean?
Where are you from, Aldo? Where are you
The
from?
legal foreign kid.
I grew up in Utah, so I'm pretty white inside, but I was born south of the border in Peru.
Peru.
Yeah, home of
Okay.
the llamas.
I guess that's true. I was born and raised in Utah, unlike you.
I mean, should we have like a contest who's more ethnic, like me or Thomas?
I was born in Africa.
I think
Matt. I think Matt's lived in a different country longer than any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
totally
does that mean I win?
Does that mean?
Marty did his entire mission.
Well,
Oh, that's true. That's true. Marty. That's Marty.
But that's
Already
Japan.
kinda-
Japan's civilized.
Oh my.
Mexico.
Oh my
Chihuahuas
gosh.
are very-
Okay.
That's what we're talking about.
That's all right.
Oh,
So we're gonna be talking about jobs today.
Heck yeah.
yeah, I was actually gonna have a sick segue, but I guess we're just gonna list a subject like
Let's
betas.
just slap it on, you know?
Well,
No,
I
that's
think
fine.
mean-
No, just keep going.
No, segue.
We're gonna talk about jobs we've had
Well, how about
No,
how
I
about
probably
we talk
like
about why this topic's probably coming up today?
yeah.
because
going on
I'm
in the
quitting
world
my
right now?
job.
Quitting or
because
quit?
Coronavirus. I mean, I quit. I'm gonna go into work tomorrow and Friday, but I have quit. I've had the conversation.
You have? Did you have to do it 2 weeks?
No,
Okay, look.
because there's no business. I wasn't really doing anything, and so I just said, look, I'm not motivated. There are guys here that like have families and need this job, so I don't want to be here and be not motivated and not
Yeah.
working when these guys are trying to support a family. So
Okay, this is how this started. You ready? I'm just chilling in my house. I get a message from Critch. Talk me into quitting work. I hate it. To which I responded, quit work. You hate it.
I
I
mean,
don't
reason
think
is solid.
that was today.
That was today.
I don't hate my work. I hate the situation. I loved working there, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
But just
Well,
we only have
It's not you, it's me.
we only have a couple people, and then
You just felt like other people needed the money more than you did
Well,
right now.
yeah, that, and it was just way boring because we had no cases, so there's nothing to do.
right.
Only
That's fair.
only 2 of us worked each day, so there wasn't a lot of people to talk to and socialize. So I was just kind of alone, and it was
Right.
I'd rather be home doing sick stuff and working on myself. So then we thought we'd talk about jobs we've had, which would be fun. And Matt has had a lot of jobs.
Dude, I run by the Jimmy John's he used to work at all the time, and I just get flashbacks from the times where he's just wiping down everything, every single square inch.
They made me
Doing
clean.
that as the sanitation guy.
It's because they don't have roles. They'll say it wasn't Matt the sanitation guy
Yeah,
or Matt
no.
cashier guy. They just had their jobs that no one wanted to do, and they stick Matt on them.
That was the
Why
So
don't
they're
you, why don't you tell the story of how you got the job?
Okay, so I walked
what
in.
was that guy's
But
name?
you want to know? This is
Adam?
actually the story of my first job ever.
Oh.
We go there. Marty takes us all to Jimmy John's, and I go there and I don't know what to order. I order the same thing as Marty. I was like, dang, that was freaking good. So I go back. Second time I go back, they go, hey, what's up? And they try talking with me. I was like, oh, hey. Third time I go back, they go, we're gonna buy your sandwich. And I was like, what? We're gonna buy your sandwich? And I was like, He's like, what's your name? I was like, Matt. He's like, I'm
Spencer.
It's good to meet you. He's like,
Oh,
Spencer.
then he did it really weird. He goes, so how much money do you have, Matt? And I was like, I did a summer job working on a board game, so I have a little bit of money. He's like, okay, but are you working right now? And it's like, no. And he's like, how would you like to work here?
What
I
if
was
they
like-
thought you were homeless?
Okay. I did have pretty gnarly
Matt,
hair.
Of all people, I don't know. He's pretty
With the-
white.
yeah, with
This
the
is
yellow
like
hair?
all college kids. It was
I
Matt
mean,
and
but,
all these
look
college
at his,
kids.
Look at his car. I mean, he could
He
live
was in
there.
the bullet. He was in the bullet. So maybe
That's
he
true.
thought he was
That's
just
true.
super not well off. So
Okay.
how
We
long
probably
did you
had a
work at
bunch
Jimmy
of
John's?
like leftover pillows and whatnot.
So,
leaving
so
that
then,
there.
and then I accepted and I got the job, and they put me on cashier and cleaning stuff. And they actually didn't let me make sandwiches for the longest time, and then I made sandwiches like, hey, I can also make sandwiches, and then they're like, stay on register. And I was like, okay. So I cleaned a lot. I learned how to clean bathrooms, and yeah. I mean, I have some other stories to tell about that place, but I don't know.
We'll do a whole.
We'll save
Jimmy
them. We'll
John's.
save them, dude.
There's a lot of content. And then Matt worked at Noodles and Company.
And then I
Everywhere
worked
Matt works, I like start to enjoy and I start eating there. And then Matt says, "No, don't eat there," because he knows like all the inner workings. And
It's
he's
gross.
like, "It's gross."
It's gross. I worked at Noodles and Company. I don't know if I'm allowed to
Noodles-
talk
Noodles.
about these places.
Yo, is it like that one Taco
Maybe I
Bell
signed
guy
a
that-
signed a contract that says I can't do that.
No, it's
Maybe.
been long
I
enough.
don't know.
But so then I worked at Noodles and Company, made a lot of pasta, and that job was crazy. Oh my gosh. And I also did Stormweavers. I did artwork for a board game. And that was fun.
Did you ever get paid for it though?
I did get paid for it, finally. The joke
What's the
was they'd
thing you
never
get
paid
paid
me
for?
for it. They never paid me for it.
The book cover for someone else. For like his
What
friend
is
or
that?
someone.
What the freak is this right here?
The swing?
Underneath the swing.
I don't know.
I think you would know better than us.
Anyway,
And I think those are my 3 jobs that I've worked.
Thomas.
And a professional YouTuber. I'm at $100.
Get there. Anyway, so I guess let's see what jobs. So the 4 jobs I guess I've had is I've worked once like doing construction work I guess for the South Holiday the food plaza.
Oh, you did the food court, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
the
set up- I
Soho?
set up
That
all
was
the
free,
tables.
free like snowies.
Oh,
Ah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
kind of lit.
So
I applied. To
Oh,
that
hold up.
job.
I also worked for Critch's mom. I built a freaking house. So I
that
remodeled a
sounds
house.
misleading.
Oh, I remember that.
That was with you
emailed
too,
me and
Thomas,
said
right?
You didn't
A
do
little bit.
A whole
Yeah.
lot of working.
Yep. Sorry,
And
continue.
I guess I technically do that too. I guess I'm thinking more of like long-standing
I was
jobs.
talking about like
Okay, well-
employment, like
Yeah.
on a payroll, not just here's some cash.
So Stormweavers doesn't count or
Not
what?
Like,
Technically, no.
Okay.
we're talking like legit, like yeah, clock in, sign
On
something.
payroll.
Legit.
Oh, if
Ah,
we're
okay.
talking legit, then it's like less for me. Then I guess.
Yeah, that
But,
food
like,
court one
Thomas's
doesn't
is a little
count.
more. Just talk about Cottonwood. Thomas and I worked at Cottonwood, Marty's dad's place, for a while together. I had a cubicle with my name on it.
Ooh,
And
think
I
Dan
had-
hooks it up.
Oh.
I worked in an office with a bunch of IT people with my name on it.
I just punched numbers. It was so boring. But I just gotten home. I needed a job. Dan hooked it up. And before that, he let me do landscaping on his house with the landscape guys, and I killed it. And then the landscape guy Cliff was like, "Hey, you can just keep working with us. Like, I'll hire you." But that's when I started Accutane, so I couldn't be outside. I was a vampire. So I went to Cottonwood.
Those are the
So
only
I was
jobs you
already
two have had.
working-
Yeah, was that? Was
No,
that
no, no, no,
King
Dairy Queen.
Yeah. So as I was saying, I also before Conwood. Well, let me go into Conwood first. So before Chris was working there, I was already working there. I was just looking for a job, and Marty's dad basically did hook it up. I didn't really have like experience. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but he was like, maybe IT would be good fit for you, and that's how I ended up going there. And I ended up doing IT basically at Cottonwood, which is like helping people turn stuff on and off, like the basic IT thing you hear every time. It works half the time. not
You just like
even
turn it
lying.
on, turn it off.
Seriously, that's seriously what half the solution was. Close it, open it, turn it on, turn it off, all the way around, and it's just like that was half the solution. And then some of them you actually had to go in and do things, but
Okay.
you know. And then before that, I worked at Dairy Queen, where I worked with Aldo actually.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
Quite
Yeah, you did.
interesting. That was also another hookup, I guess. 'cause
What
I
was your
had-
first job?
My first payroll, like clock in, clock out job was Dairy Queen.
So how'd you get that job?
So my brother actually used to work there before me. So then, because this gets a bit complicated. So basically, my cousin was the pastor of the owner at their church. So then that hooked up my brother to work there, and then since my brother worked there, I got hooked up to work there too.
The owner's pastor is your cousin.
No, my cousin, who's a pastor, or who was
Yeah.
a pastor, was the pastor for the owner.
Okay, you said that right, Grinch.
Thomas, why are you saying it so backwards? The owner's pastor is your cousin.
Why does it matter?
Because that's so much easier.
It's like 5
going
words
from
less.
backwards,
It's like 5 words
so
less.
weirdly.
My cousin's the pastor. I don't want to stem from. Wait, no, it stems from me to my cousin to the owner. I don't want to stem from the owner to my cousin.
But the owner's giving you the job, so technically that's where the stem starts.
The stem starts with me wanting the job.
Okay,
Okay,
well.
I don't want steps to go an hour. So is it
Anyway, so
Aldo?
that's how I ended up there, and then also like I knew people there like Ryan and.
Yo, I was there too, bro.
I mean, you weren't there when I first was there though.
No, I was. I started working before you.
Wait, did you? Okay, now
Yes,
I'm
You
getting.
guys have you've had this conversation so many times.
My memory's clearly terrible.
It's alright. It's probably haunted by all that ice cream you had to make.
So how was working there? Tom?
Honestly, I enjoyed making the ice cream, but I hated the janitorial work. It made me just want to quit every time.
That's all I did.
Well, I don't know how you lasted that long, man. But I just hated it. So basically, that like it was like December, I think, and I don't want to do this anymore. So that's when I started looking for other jobs, and that's how I ended up in Cottonwood because I went straight from there to Cottonwood.
And that's how you done.
Yeah.
Did your guys' blizzards ever? Did you ever make a blizzard and have it fall out on the counter?
No, that has never happened to me.
Like the thing where you turn it upside down, right? Like you have to be like,
Yeah.
Oh.
I think you guys.
Wasn't it some,
were there
doesn't
for-
fall.
Wasn't it some Asian lady? Wasn't it some Asian lady who owned it?
Mariel.
I could just imagine her just yelling at you, like, "No, you make blizzards wrong."
No, dude, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Mariel.
It was her husband, freaking
Jack.
or whatever the
Jack.
name is.
Jack.
Dude, he roasted my ass so many times.
Same.
for what?
There was one time I was there and some guy comes in like all like up in his shiz, right? And he's like, how fast can you guys make a burger? And I was like, second like week on the job, and I'm like, how long do you need? And he's like, can you do in 2 minutes? And everyone was busy doing something, and so I'm just like, I like go back there and I'm like, I come back and say like, oh no, I don't think so. And he's like, okay, well I'll just go to McDonald's. And then
Jack.
comes in, and he chews me out so hard. He's like, you lost us business right here. You know we can make, you have to ask how fast you can make the burgers. If
No
no
way.
one's here, I'll make them myself. And I was like, I'm so sorry, man. Like, please don't beat me. He was so
If
mad.
no one's here, I'll
True.
make
from
them.
from his viewpoint, I'll just like, yeah, no, sorry, I can't do that for you. Like, just lost the business.
Because he'd always come in and like deliver like the cakes or whatever that was shipped to the Dairy Queen, but like when he come in, I'd get so scared. Like I'd be ready for the lecture of the century. But
Oh my
Okay,
god.
wait,
that's
real
so
quick.
funny.
Shouldn't we be using placeholder names? Because that's what I usually see all the time online.
I guess for other people.
Yeah.
You're right. Y'all
Because
gotta do that.
We aren't getting their approval, technically.
It's true.
sure, we
Shoot.
can bleep
So,
them out.
yeah, Matt, you're probably gonna want to bleep that out. But from now on, let's come up with placeholders.
That's gonna be so rough.
Or you can just use
So much
You're gonna have to do
editing.
it. You're gonna have to do it one episode. One episode.
All right, future for the future reference, we'll
For the
bleep out.
future, we'll use code names.
I'm pretty sure you can't say like I worked at this specific restaurant. I think they get mad at you.
They don't know. They don't know what location it is.
But they could sue you for talking bad about their company.
Oh,
Isn't that true?
What, like defamation?
I think so.
You can rag on McDonald's on YouTube and be fine. People do it all the time, dude. The one really proper guy on YouTube who reviews fast food places. You gotta know who I'm talking about. You
Yeah,
gotta
I
know.
know.
You know, he's like really skinny and he just reviews food. So funny. Yeah, dude, and everyone loves him.
Yeah, but that's like reviewing like food, like the product. It's not reviewing
I'm
how the product's made.
I mean, you could review staff. No, and we're not like targeting them maliciously to hurt their business. We're just talking about it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
put in a
it's
title:
2020.
Why Jimmy John's noodles and Dairy Queen suck.
That'd probably get us a lot of views, to be honest.
In the future, we will just use different names.
Just be like the store manager or whatever. Like,
If you just not brought that up, we could have just said that they were fake names.
yeah, could have. I don't know.
Thanks
I
for
mean,
screwing
until
us
they
over.
watch it and sue us.
Well, I'd still like to share if that's all right.
Yeah, go for it. I'm just saying better safe than sorry, and at this point
Yeah,
forward,
it's
let's
true.
try to come up
No,
with placenames.
When this
It-
blows up,
All right,
we
all
need to
right.
make sure we took all the proper steps so that when we have millions of followers, we don't lose these videos.
Oh my gosh.
That would suck. It's gonna be iconic.
Matt, you wanted to be the famous YouTuber. Gotta start from baseline up.
You gotta start.
I've been waiting for
Okay.
my takeoff for 12 years.
You just
I don't
need
think it's
collaborations,
happening.
bro. If you actually make them, I'll share them.
Perfect.
Okay, well, Aldo's just gonna kind of, wipe his camera and then he's gonna go.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
Start.
So yeah, I also worked at Dairy Queen. I was in Blast, first real job, the real payroll, signed the W-2 or whatever, all that
W2.
good stuff. Let's see. My next job I want to say is when I came home from my mission. Well, actually, so I did summer sales for a while, and I came home early from that. Yeah, I'm a failure. Y'all can roast me for it.
So wait, you came home early from summer sales, so that means you don't get
yeah.
paid, right?
I can like fight for it, but it's not like, worth my time. I just want to get away from it.
So you
'Cause
just took the L?
I just took the L. Yeah, it was a good learning.
So you made
experience.
no
I feel
money?
Like I learned a lot. No, I didn't make
You
any
lost
money.
money.
I lost money because you had to pay for the rent.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have to rent the place while he's out there.
So
that,
you
yeah,
just
that kinda
purely
sucks.
lost money.
Well, like here's the thing, dude. Like you sell, you basically scam people the whole time you're out there, right? You're like, yeah, you pay this much this year, this much per year, and you get the money from when they pay the company. You get a portion of that certain times of the year. And so because I have sales, I could go back to kind of be like, hey, who's still paying? Like I could still get that money, but it's like
So what is
I
it
don't
with
wanna deal
that
with
you were
them.
selling?
pest control. It's very
control.
popular.
Pet insurance.
Very popular next to pet insurance and Vivint Smart Home douchebags.
I would
in
sell for
Florida.
Vivint. Like, I believe in Vivint because it's like a legit company.
Dude, I wouldn't sell for Vivint just because of the environment. The environment sucks.
In every environment.
Hate that.
There's this article you guys should read. It's actually pretty funny about this guy who's like, long story short, he's not LDS, but he goes and sells and realizes that he's like the only one. He just talks about his journey. Like, it's anyway.
Like
it's not important.
within
cool.
like the members of the church.
No, it's not spiritual. It's just about the summer sales
Uh-huh.
culture. He's
Dude,
like all these like Provo bros and like they're like hungry wolves, like we're like a pack of wolves just looking for the next sale, and like just the way he started thinking. And he's like, I got back and I like recognized myself, like matching people's postures when I was with my friends, and like nodding my head as I said stuff. Like all these tricks you learn to convince people of stuff,
Yeah, it's weird, dude.
and just like
You like
It's crazy.
lean forward slightly, turn to the side, but not too much. Like here,
Yeah,
yeah.
lean forward. You're like,
if they cross your arms, you cross your arms.
You
Yeah.
definitely, wow, yeah.
you nod
You
when
say
you ask
my-
a question.
say
You're
my
like, so you'll
company.
beat her
Don't
tomorrow,
say
right?
the company. You
It's
say
just-
my company because it makes you feel. And then you go around the back and you see a spider and you like take your pen and squash it. You're like, oh yeah, this one's on the house.
It's yeah, it's super weird. Good for the guys that do it, that like it. I personally just didn't like the experience I had, but also we had a different dynamic. I think if you want to do it, like just find a company that you have friends with, that you believe in the product, and just go out and do it. So that was that job. But then my favorite job, I think, up to this point is I worked for this moving company. And yeah, it's not rocket science. You just lift heavy shiz and you put it into the moving truck and go to the next house. But the stories I have from that job are legendary, and I
want to save all those stories from another job, like the coin,
dude.
like that lady's house, like because we're already like hitting 30 minutes, so we should definitely have
It's a
episodes.
30-minute episode.
Yeah, we should have
Oh, we'll
episodes
have
where we
more
go into
content.
moving.
Wow.
Are we
into Jimmy John's.
Are we going raw dog?
Yep.
We raw dogging
Not
it?
anymore, not anymore, because that's getting cut.
Okay. So
Alright,
no one here's
well-
had a dope like official job, like top
What do you
end, like
mean?
top end.
I
No.
have.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
salaried
Currently,
job.
I'm a
currently.
salaried employee.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. I'm sorry. So Critch,
I mean, working for some AAA company, that's not me yet, but
Thomas
or
literally
ever,
can't get a job
actually.
yet.
Probably just meet you all jobless. Let's be honest.
Thomas, I will
almost
pay you
out
to
on the
make me
street.
apps.
I will pay you to make me.
I have the coolest ideas for apps, man. They just keep coming. I need that software engineer brain.
Air hockey
This
light.
reminds me of that Rick and Morty
They just
episode.
keep coming.
But no, yeah, dude, I have funny stories from Dairy Queen and the moving job.
Now
so
we just
I
gotta
wanna
do an
share
episode
this.
that focuses on every single person. They can just tell stories.
It's super funny, dude.
Story
I thought
time
it was
with
gonna
like
die.
Aldo. That'd be a good one. All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Tomorrow we should have Marty here, the whole gang. If not,
We'll see.
eventually it'll happen.
No,
So
and
hope so.
watch me stream. Twitch.tv/Scorch and Llama.
Wow,
Wednesdays-
we're all just doing it now, aren't we?
Just plug yourself,
and if
okay?
you get bored of Aldo, twitch.tv/Critch.
Click that link right there.
Clink that link.